For the best collection of over 100 wild game video recipes you will ever find, for $6, go to www.vimeo.com/on-demand/cookingwildgame.
If you are like me and only have a few good wild game recipes, this show is for you. You won't believe how great you can cook wild game. Hi, I'm Rich from the Wild Things Show, Cooking Wild Game, and with me today is the beautiful Starla Basco and her wonderful mother, Kay, and today we're going to be making some Kay's famous chicken and rice casserole, or what is it?
You could call it a casserole.
Could call it a casserole?
Sure.
Chicken and rice casserole. But we can also do this recipe with pheasant.
Oh, it's fantastic with pheasant.
So if you're a bird hunter, here's another one for you.
I've made it with wild turkey too.
Wild turkey would probably be pretty good. Yeah. And we're going to use Grandma's Garden seasoning in it. Is this correct?
That's correct.
So Starla has, on her website, she does seasonings, dips, and mixes. She does a lot of chip dips.
Right.
And she found out that her spice mixes work well in recipes.
Yep, they're not only a fantastic dip, but they're outstanding seasoning too.
And you can get all this stuff mail order at ilovedip.com.
That's right.
We both have video recipes on our sites that are free for you to check out. To the Wild Things Show, we have the pay site on vimeo.com/on-demand/cookingwildgame. There's over 100 recipes there for $6. And to watch somebody make it is really a lot different than just reading the instructions. I mean, watching somebody make something, that was the difference in me, making me turn my, I was a fairly good cook, but now I'm a lot better cook. People brag about my cooking now because I've been spending time with the professional cooks like Starla.
Well, there's a lot of steps that you miss by just looking at a recipe, and there's a lot of extra little tips that you can gain by actually watching us make things.
So I like this recipe kind of growing up here a little bit, so I'm going to get out of the way and let you guys go ahead and put this together. It looks fairly simple. So
yeah, there's only a couple of ingredients and it's fast to do. I'm here today with my mother, Kay. And this is one of the recipes that she made when I was growing up. It's so simple to do and really only has a couple of ingredients. You pre-sprayed the pan.
I did.
That's a 16 by 11 baking dish. So the first thing you're going to add is what?
It's a cup and a half of uncooked rice.
So just sprinkle it in the bottom.
Okay.
And there you have about a half a cup of onion.
Yes, half a cup. Kind of splattered around here. Okay.
And then this is 2 cups of water. And this is 1 regular can of cream of chicken soup, so it's 10.5 ounces. If you don't have cream of chicken, you could use cream of mushroom or cream of celery. Those are all excellent too. And today we're going to be using my Grandma's Garden seasoning. This one really accents this recipe nicely because it has celery and peppers and garlic and onion, and then it has a hint of cumin in it too. So we're going to use about a half a pack of the Grandma's Garden.
That's good.
Now I pre-marinated my 4 chicken breasts. I actually used my peppercorn ranch seasoning on this one because I like that hint of garlic and pepper with them. You could marinate them in your other half of Grandma's garden with a little bit of olive oil, and that just kind of intensifies the flavor. So I did these overnight. Another flavor that I really love with this is the citrus dill. It has a hint of lemon and orange, and then dill flavor with it too. And then here's the peppercorn ranch that I used in the chicken breasts. So you're just laying those chicken breasts right in on top of everything, right?
There we go. Perfect.
Those are some big chicken breasts.
These are some beautiful chicken breasts.
So we preheated the oven at 375, and we're gonna bake these for about an hour and a half. And we're gonna cover this with foil. Now the trick to this recipe is to not peek. If you peek and pull off the foil, then everything is gonna burn.
Thank you.
So no peeking. So 375 for an hour and a half, and we'll be back to check on it soon. I'm Starla Batsko, and I'm here with my mother Kay, and we're back after about an hour and a half to check on our chicken.
It smells delicious.
And we did not peek.
Oh,
Doesn't that smell fantastic?
does it ever?
And now I tested the chicken to make sure that it was good, because you want an internal temperature of 165 degrees, otherwise you're going to have some raw chicken. And you don't want to overcook it either, otherwise it becomes dry. So we're going to invite Rich back to come and have a taste of this.
Now this smells really good.
Oh, it is. It is so good. There's a knife there, Rich.
We get to cut this one to see. And look at that, it's cooked all the way through. So how big a piece do you want?
This one. Oh, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah, you can tell how nice and juicy it is.
It's very easy to cut. I probably could have cut that with a butter knife, even with the fork. So you're gonna
You want to try some rice with that too?
put the rice on there, and then we'll put.
Oh,
Thank you.
go.
So Starla loves the end piece.
Starla always is the end piece, yep.
There's two ends on this one.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
Fork for you. Look at that. I can cut it with my fork.
So this is the Grandma's chicken and rice.
Oh wow, that's very good. That is really, really good.
Really juicy.
That's perfectly done.
So a thermometer actually is the biggest trick of the trade that the chefs don't tell the common person. Because if you know what your internal temperatures are supposed to be in each of the products that you're cooking, you're not going to end up with a dry, piece of venison, steak, fish. So know your steak number, put your thermometer in it, and you'll make it perfect every time.
And this rice is just wonderful too. This is a wonderful dish.
Well, thank you.
This one's gonna end up on my table.
So this is the Grandma's chicken and rice. And remember, you can also make it with turkey and pheasant.
Well, I'm Rich with the Wild Things Show, Cooking Wild Game.
And I'm Star with Starless Seasonings, Dips, and Mixes at ilovedip.com. And thank you to my mother Kay for sharing this fantastic recipe with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Enjoy.
You won't believe how great you can cook wild game by watching our professional chefs. Now with 100 plus episodes. For $6, get the best online wild game cooking show you will ever find. Visit www.vimeo.com/on-demand/cooking-wild-game. Enjoy!